Welcome to another Q&A session for the best club in history, Real Madrid, hosted by Gael Manny. This is a Madridismo.org production.
Hi everybody, this is Gael from Madridismo.org. Today I'm with Apexit and we're gonna discuss last night's game, the Mallorca. So I guess everybody is very happy about the win because it was pretty uncertain given how we started and even played in the second half. Apexit, hi, how do you feel about the win?
Hi, I feel that that the win wasn't a very convincing win, you know.
Yeah.
It was a very it was a very hard-fought game, you know. And I think we were a little bit lucky to actually nick it, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's been a few games in a row that we're having this problem because against Malaga, Malaga I think is another example where in the first leg we let them score twice, I think it was, and then we came back. And then in the second leg, we had a really hard time and we scored towards the end. So it's been a few games in a row. I don't know if it has anything to do with the type of opponent we have, or with our team, or with our players. The fact that maybe Di Maria is not playing. I don't know what's going on. What do you think?
I feel that we are surely missing Di Maria. You know, Di Maria used to play in the midfield and he used to play really well. Yesterday, I thought that our midfielders were really poor. Last year, especially, he was exceptionally bad yesterday. You know, he was really poor yesterday, and Mourinho took him off at halftime, which was certainly the right decision.
Okay.
You know, so I think the problem is in the midfield. You know, we are not able to feed our forwards properly, and we surely need Di Maria back.
Okay, it's a bit worrying, don't you think, that because Di Maria is not there, we're having this type of problem? Because we cannot rely on just one player, you know?
Yes, it certainly is. You know, we are halfway through the league season, you know, and we still have to play many more games, you know, and we need to be consistent. We do have a lead of about 8 points now, but Barcelona, they've got a game in hand and they're going to play Betis tonight. So I think we shouldn't take our foot off the gas, and we need to be consistent.
Yeah. Okay. In view of the Clásico, I think it's especially more worrying because Barcelona is not the type of team that gives you second chances. So I don't know. I'm even more worried now. I'm still happy for the win, and I think it's a good thing that when we start poorly, we have the resources to actually end up winning. But at the same time, for Barca, I don't know. I'm not very confident. Maybe it's the pessimistic side of me talking, but
yes, it is quite worrying considering the fact that our team has not been playing very well. You know, because the fans like us, we want our team to play really well. We want them to score. We want them to play well. We want them to move the ball around properly. Off the ball movement also the fans would like to see. So I just feel that Mourinho will actually learn his lesson because Barcelona, they have beaten us for quite some time. You know, they've been beating us for quite some time now. So Mourinho, I think he's going to learn his lesson well, and this time around, I think we can win against Barcelona.
Okay. You think we can win, or you hope we can win?
No, I'm convinced that we can win because I'm quite sure that Mourinho knows how they play, you know, and when it comes to tactics, he's arguably the best in the world, you know.
Okay.
So I'm very sure that he's going to do something, and we're going to beat them in the Copa del Rey.
Okay. One thing I remember we discussed with Aaron, I think you were on the Q&A back then. It was I think on the Q&A after the loss in Liga versus Barcelona, where Aaron said that Madrid's style of play was like to take advantage of over the opponent when the opponent is weaker, you know, and we crush them. and that Barca had another style, and when we play against Barca, it's harder for us to impose this style of play of ours. I'm not sure I'm quoting him really exactly, and if I'm wrong, probably he'll correct me in the comments, but I think I remember that was his explanation. And so I'm thinking, Malaga and Mallorca, they're not especially major teams, and we had big trouble this time to beat them. So I don't know what's going on. What changed in our style of play? Or is it just that these teams were prepared to face us, and so they were very, very defensive, and basically there was nothing we could do? What do you think?
I feel that, I'm not quite sure about how well prepared Malaga and Mallorca were, But then I'm quite sure that the problem lies in the midfield, because yesterday also I noticed that our midfielders, did not play too well. Last Diarra was really bad, as I said earlier.
Yeah.
So we need to feed our forwards. We need to feed Benzema, who was, who did not receive the ball too many times yesterday. So the problem is in the midfield. We need to create a lot of chances. Jabi also was poor yesterday. I thought, So
Okay.
we need to. Our midfielders need to get better. We need to play well.
Okay, so actually Mourinho had Contrao and Kaká come in the second half, and he didn't take Özil out, for instance. So that was a surprise. So he was really trying to get a strongest midfield, I guess. Did you feel that it really helped in the second half, or Mallorca was just maybe tired, and that's why we ended up, we were more overwhelming than they were in the end, and we won?
I don't think the players were tired, and Mesut Ozil, if you notice, the first goal, the pass was given by him,
Yes.
So I think it was certainly the right decision to keep him on. We said last time that he doesn't last the whole game.
I know.
Yeah, but then yesterday he did a decent job, But from one corner, I remember that he went and took the corner and he gave the ball away, and the counter was on, But luckily we did not concede. It was a very, very, very casual kick of his, and he just gave the ball away. And Mallorca, they just counter attacked with so much speed, and our defense was, they were struggling to get back. So I think he was the only one yesterday who was trying to feed our strikers, and it certainly worked, because the first goal, the pass was his, and it was a brilliant pass, through the legs of the defender. He found the striker, and the striker did the rest. So it was a little bit of good luck also. Higuain's shot deflected off the defender, and the goalkeeper actually committed himself, and the goalkeeper got beaten. So it was a little bit of luck also, I would say.
Yeah, well, I'm very happy with Ozil lately. As you said, he provided the assist. It's his 9th assist in Liga, and I think like a lot of them happened lately. So it's a good time for him. And he was very, very present last night. And also I noticed that at least at the beginning, he had a good combination with Benzema. I could see that Benzema sometimes were tracking back, and Özil would take his position as a striker, quote unquote. And they were moving well together at the beginning. I didn't see that last too long, though. Maybe I didn't pay enough attention. But at the beginning, it seemed to be working very well. They had a good fluidity, I don't know if you noticed that.
Yes, I did. I've also noticed that he combines very well with Benzema,
Yeah.
So and he has started playing well, I think he should just keep playing the way he's playing now, and he should just be consistent.
Okay, so what I was saying is that one thing we discussed earlier this season was that Özil was a bit subpar at the beginning of the season, but even up until lately. And maybe it was because the other teams now knew how he played because they saw him be very good last season, and therefore they were really covering him, and he wasn't allowed to deploy his game as he usually does. So apparently he's found a way around this now, because for the past 2 or 3 matches he's been very good.
Yeah, that's true. That's really true. And I've also noticed that his passing has become so much better now.
Okay.
And his first season also, I mean, he was really good. So I think he's a pass master. The one pass of his can make all the difference. So I think he just needs to be consistent, and I think he should also work a little on his stamina. That would be great. Yeah.
But he did good. He did good last night, no?
Yeah.
In that
he
respect,
was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really good last night.
Did you notice that he was lacking stamina towards the end?
From that corner kick, I can make out that maybe he was a little too tired, because of which he took a casual corner. But we just got away. That could have led to a goal, but then we were lucky to just get away with it.
Are you talking about this corner when he was like tracking back, and then who was it? There was another defender. I was gonna say Marcelo, but it's not possible because Marcelo had gone out by then. So
yeah, I think Pepe stayed back for the corner.
Yeah.
And they were two Mallorca players who were like charging in,
Yeah.
But then, some of our players tracked back, and somehow we just survived.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so overall, a very good feeling from Ozil anyway.
Yes, very true.
Okay, so what about Ramos now? Because at the beginning of this Q&A, I don't know, you said something, I don't remember what it was, but it made me think that maybe you weren't too happy with him. While on the other hand, I was quite impressed by what he did last night, because several times I saw him cover for his teammates, especially for Las. And then I also saw him run a lot and very fast. Like he was playing in the midfield, trying to supply, balls to Benzema probably. And then suddenly there would be a counter-attack, and he would really run really fast and cover his defensive position also. And then he had 2 headers, one that hit the post and the other one that was a goal but that was cancelled. So I don't know, I was pretty happy with his performance. What about you?
Yeah, I thought Ramos was decent last night, but then he gave the ball away a couple of times, but then that's okay because you're bound to make mistakes, so it's fine.
Yeah.
And talking about his header, I mean, that was a clear goal. And I'm quite convinced that the linesman, he flagged for a foul on the keeper,
Yeah.
So, there was absolutely no contact, and that was a very clean goal. So, I don't know how the linesman spotted a foul. There was absolutely nothing in it. It was a very clean goal.
Oh, so it wasn't for an offside, you're saying? That
No,
the linesman...
no.
Okay.
Absolutely not. I've watched the replays 4 times. If you notice, the linesman raises his flag late, very late,
Okay.
which means the player is in play, and the linesman flagged for a foul on the keeper.
Okay.
So I don't know. I really don't know. The linesmen also, like the referees, are actually crumbling under pressure, I would say.
Okay. Yeah. So it could have been a 3 goals for us then.
Yeah, very true. And Ronaldo was also a little bit unlucky, I would say, because his firecracker came back off the goalpost.
Yeah.
That was a very, very good try.
Yeah, but that was towards the end though, because I thought we can talk about him now if you want. I thought he gave a kind of a subpar performance by his standards, right? Not saying in general, but by his standards, I thought it was not too good yesterday, and he wasn't helped by the aggressivity of players like Cendros, right? So the few times that he would finally get in position to do something, he would be taken down, and so of course, well, that wasn't helping him. But I don't know. I wasn't very happy with what he was doing because he was trying a lot, but he was sending a lot of balls like very, over the top of the crossbar, or I don't know, missing passes, or trying things by himself when he has other teammates ready to, to do stuff. I don't know. I was hoping that he would have been subbed, actually, to tell you the truth, at halftime.
Yes, I think the same. Ronaldo, he was poor last night. He was very, very desperate to score, but he couldn't score. And I thought the referee gave him absolutely no protection. Because players like Messi and Ronaldo, they need protection from the referee. Because Senderos, he just kept fouling him over and over and over again.
Yeah.
He fouled him some 8, 9 or 10 times. So the referee, I mean, he has to book a player who is deliberately fouling. But the referee did not do the same in the first half. Senderos did get booked in the second half, but I thought the referee should have booked him in the first half, and he should have sent him off in the second half.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I felt the same. He was being very aggressive just to stop him, not for any other reason. So.
Yes, very true. I thought it was he was man marking Ronaldo, and he was just completely taking him out of the game. So that was their plan yesterday.
Okay, so how did you find the refereeing overall then?
I thought he was okay. I thought he was okay because that there's a lot of pressure on the referees. If he sends off a player, he'll be criticized.
Yeah.
So it's okay. I mean, and the goal which we scored, that was disallowed by the linesman. Not by the referee. So when the referee he's not able to see something properly, and his linesman actually flags, he should stop the play. So you just not blame the referee for that. So I thought he was okay. He was just about okay.
Okay, I liked that he was a little forgiving. I think it's good because otherwise you're constantly stopping the play and the game, and you're booking people unnecessarily, and it's not good. But I thought maybe he was, too forgiving, because he should have booked more Mallorca's players, in my opinion. And also, I didn't really understand what happened with booking Contrao. Did you see the same thing as I did? Because I think he booked him for wasting time, when actually Mallorca was preparing a substitution. So Contrao was waiting for Mallorca to do the substitution, and the referee goes and books him for wasting time. So that's my understanding of what happened. I don't know if, with your commentators and other images, if you saw something different.
Well, I think the same, I don't think that was a booking. I really don't think that was a booking. Yeah. So I don't know. The referees, they're not consistent these days, So the referees need to be consistent. I don't know.
Because, I thought he was very, very forgiving for hard tackles and stuff like that. And then he goes and he books somebody for wasting time just the first time they do it on top of it. Didn't give the benefit of the doubt or anything. So I thought it was really weird.
Yes, it certainly was.
Okay. Something that I would give credit to Cristiano for was that he let Xavi take free kicks. I would even say a lot of them. At first, I would have said some of them, then a few of them, and then it ended up being many of them. And that was really good. And you said you were disappointed, I think, at Xavi's performance, sorry. But he took free kicks and he did good things with them because, well, 2 headers from Ramos, one was a goal cancelled and the other one hit the post, as I said before. So that was pretty good, and I hope we get to see more of that in upcoming games.
Yes, I feel the same. Xavi is probably one of the best when it comes to dead balls. He can put in delightful balls from free kicks. And thank God Ronaldo is wising up finally. He's not wasting free kicks. So I would also like to see more of the same. We can send Ramos forward and he can play his part. Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about Mourinho's substitutions. I was a little lost, as I know I'm not an expert at all. So why take Las out and put Higuain in instead? It's like it doesn't. It's not a position for position substitution, right? So what was he trying to do at that particular time, which was the beginning of the second half?
Yeah, I thought that was the right one actually, because we were 1-0 down and Las Diarra was terrible last night, So I thought Mourinho wanted two strikers up front, and he just wanted to win the game, which is why the sub was made,
Okay.
And I thought it was the right one also, because Higuain came on and scored.
Yes, absolutely. It's the second time it happens, because it was against Malaga, I think it was. The three substitutions at halftime were the players who brought the goal afterwards. So yeah, it's the second time he does that. Whoever he brings in at halftime scores. So.
Yeah, but it also goes to show that Mourinho has been getting the wrong starting lineup,
Yeah. Okay. So it's not necessarily positive.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Coentrao for Marcelo, that was a pretty obvious substitution, right? Position for position.
Yeah, left back for left back. I thought Marcelo was also, he also did not play well. I remember one instance wherein Marcelo was fouled, and I'm not quite sure whether that was a foul or not. And he just kept whining rather than tracking back,
Yeah.
And Mallorca almost made the most of it. So I'm not convinced about his defending at all, because right from my first Q&A, I've been saying that he's really, really vulnerable, and he needs to work on his defending. But going forward, he can give you that a little bit of extra which you need in big games, But I'm not convinced about his defending at all.
Okay, but see, I'm a bit confused, because on the one hand, Mourinho puts Higuain in the equation, so another striker to try to score, but he removes a player who's known for, attacking a lot, Marcelo, and he puts Coentrao, who's more traditional in defense, I would say. So I don't know, it's confusing me a little, because if he was trying to go for scoring, then Marcelo was a good choice, no? Or you think it's just because he wasn't playing too well yesterday in particular?
Yeah, I think he wasn't playing too well, and Mourinho just wanted to make sure that that we do not concede more goals.
Okay.
Because Marcelo, if he goes forward and if he loses the ball, Mallorca could have broken with pace, and we could have conceded. So Contrao stayed back and did a decent job.
Okay.
So this is what I think about it. Yeah.
And what about this three defender formation? I was a bit surprised. You see, that's the whole for me, because I don't understand too much of football yet. That's what's confusing, removing Marcelo, but then removing Arbeloa also, and putting Higuain and Kaká. I don't know. I just don't get the whole of it, the whole strategy behind it. It worked, so I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying that it's not all too clear for me.
Yeah, it certainly worked, and I'm also not very sure about it as to why Mourinho made these changes. And I thought Kaká also came on, and I thought he showed a lot of intent. He went past players, and he wanted to score. He wanted to lift his team up. So I thought that was also a good change, because Arbeloa also wasn't really good, So I thought all the changes were good.
Okay.
Maybe I'm saying this because we won the game, but I still think that all the changes were really good.
Yeah, it was bold from Mourinho, but apparently he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, certainly.
And as soon as Callejon scored the second goal, he had this little note for Pepe to reorganize the players, right? Because he knew, I guess, and that's what the commentators said. So I guess he knew it was a particularly dangerous formation that he had to try to score. And now that we were winning, then he wanted to revert back to something, more traditional, more conservative, maybe. But
Yes,
I thought it was interesting.
I saw that. I saw that Pepe went near the touchline to drink water, and he was also reading his notes.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Yeah, in the press conference, Mourinho said that, this type of match, it's very tense towards the end, and the players maybe, it's clearer for them to see it on paper rather than telling them what to do, and then they pass the message around, and maybe they pass it wrong because of all the tension. So at least it's written, it's clear, and there's no misunderstanding. That was interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, who would be your man of the match?
I would say it should be Callahan, because of the stunning goal that he scored. The keeper was there. There were two players on the line trying to protect the goalpost. But that was a very sublime strike. It was a stunning strike, which also deserved to win the game. So I would say it has to be Callahan for me.
Okay, and so are you satisfied with his overall performance? Not only the goal, but also what he did the 80 or 70 minutes before that.
Yeah, I think he was pretty decent. Although some of his crosses, were wild crosses. They just went out. But I still think that he was pretty decent last night.
Okay. Yeah, we were lacking a lot of precision. We were not fluid. We were lacking precision all the time. Mallorca was defending very, very well. So, what do you expect in the Clásico? Arbeloa won't be playing. So who do you expect to take his position? And I don't know what formation, what lineup, what type of match do you expect?
Yeah, Arbeloa is going to be suspended because he was sent off.
Yes.
Sent off against Malaga. I think Las Diarra will actually slot back in his position.
Okay.
And I'm not quite sure as to who will play in the midfield. So yeah, I would just like to believe that we are going to win against Barcelona. It's going to be played over two legs. So yeah, I just believe that we're going to win against them.
Okay, so you're not tired of so many Clásicos because some people are like, oh, there are so many of them, especially last season and again now. It's just not special anymore, and some people are saying I'm so over it, Clásicos. So you don't feel like that.
No, I personally think that I'll never get tired of these big games, because two of the best sides in Spain, they lock horns, and how can you be tired of it, when you get to see so many quality players on the pitch? I personally will never get tired of it,
Maybe we get tired of them. I mean, I say we as a general, we, not me particularly. People get tired of them because we keep losing. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, then. I think the losing streak is going to end, and I'm very, very hopeful and confident that we can beat them this time around.
Okay.
And we can also win the league. I'm very sure about it.
Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah, that Javi and I were saying last night that the Liga. It seemed like the Liga was okay. We were going to win that. I still don't know about Copa del Rey until I see the first leg of the Barca game. I won't know.
Yeah, true. We just have to keep our fingers crossed, and we just have to wait and watch.
Yeah. And what do you think? Because Javi was telling me, oh, I'm not happy that we're playing at home first. I didn't really understand what the difference was, but I don't know. How do you feel? Would you have preferred to start in Camp Nou?
Yeah, I would have preferred to start in Camp Nou because if we can score a couple of goals there, that's going to work well for us. Mm-hmm. But then if Barcelona score twice or thrice, then the second leg is going to be very, very, very difficult for us. Away goals do count. So, that's going to be very difficult for us.
Okay.
So I just hope that we keep a clean sheet against Barcelona, which is a very, very difficult job to do. But I think we can do it provided our defenders just give their 200% on that particular night.
Okay, so wait a second, because if we have to keep a clean, would you say that it's more important to keep a clean sheet and maybe not score even, or that it's better to score?
Well, it's always better to score, but then if we concede too many goals in the first leg, then it will be a very, very difficult job for us, It will be a devil of a job to actually win the tie,
Okay.
So, yeah, it would be better. It would be great if we can score a couple of goals, and it would be amazing if we can just keep a clean sheet.
Okay. So we have to win, scoring many goals and keeping a clean sheet, and then we would be probably kind of safe or in a better position anyway when we travel to Barcelona.
Yes, that's true. Yes.
In an ideal world, that's what has to happen.
Yes.
But they will probably do many efforts to prevent us from doing that, so we'll see.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's all the questions I had. Is there anything else you want to say?
No, nothing. I think we have shed light upon almost all the things. So I think we're good.
Okay, so we're good then.
Yeah, certainly.
Thank you very much for being with us once again. And everybody, thank you for listening. And we are looking forward to discussing one of the next games anyway, the first leg of the Copa del Rey game versus Barcelona. Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye. Bye, Apexit.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This was a Madridismo.org production.